Hi everyone, it's Mari for Honeybee Stamps. I'm going to be creating a card today for you with a couple of the lovely layer sets from Honeybee. I'm going to be using some of the dies from the Wildflower set. You can see here, these are the dies from that set that I'm going to be die cutting from. I'm also going to be using some of the leaves from the Fall Foliage Lovely Layers die set as well. I love this set also, so many really great dies, and I love how the different lovely layer sets coordinate so well together. You can mix and match them so easily for some really cool effects on your projects. I love the color scheme in this 4x6 paper. That's part of the 4x6 paper pack that's a freebie with an order of $75 or more. These really cool papers pop into your cart when you place an order, like I said, of 75 or more. And I was really inspired by the color scheme of that first paper that I showed you there with the oranges and the blues and the yellows. That is what inspired the colors I'm going to be using for my lovely layer die cut pieces, which you can see I've die cut and are just laying on my mat there from white cardstock. Now I'm going to also be using a bunch of different colors of Ranger mica stains. I am going to use my splat box. I'll put the die cut pieces in the splat box. I'll spritz them with water first and then the different colors of the mica stain. I show you in each case which colors of the mica stains I'm using. Some of these are from other seasons and may or may not still be available, but you can definitely just use whatever sprays you have in your stash. Now, Honeybee Stamps does have the newest mica stains in the shop, and I will be sure to link to those in the description box below, but I love this product. They're so awesome. And they're just really easy to use, and they add the most vibrant color with a little bit of shimmer mixed in there. They're really great. I wanted to colorize my leaves orange and yellow, and I wanted to colorize my flowers with the blue. So I'm just going for that here with the different colors of spray that I'm using. And I will use a little bit of green on the stems and leaves of these floral pieces as well. I really love this color here. It's just super pretty, and it just matches up with the blue on that paper from that freebie pack so nicely. I love how it all works together. So here you can just see I'm finishing up the spraying of those florals, and I'll set these aside so that they get really nice and dry. And whenever you feel that you need to, you can take a baby wipe and sop up any of the excess little pools of mica stain if it's not drying as fast as you'd like. Now I'm going to start layering up my wildflowers here by adding the layers onto the appropriate spot for each of these flowers for the blooms. I initially stuck them together with a little bit of liquid adhesive on the center, and then I'm popping up the leaves just with a little bit of foam adhesive, or the petals I should say. I'm popping up the petals with a little bit of foam adhesive just to give them a little more dimension. And then those little center die cut pieces I'm going to glue on with a little bit of a liquid adhesive. And I love how these lovely layers have all of these little bits that you can add on. This is the really cool die from Honeybee called Floral Bouquet Wrap. I've die cut that from some vellum paper from my stash. This is just a piece of printed vellum paper. And I'm going to use that to add my little die cut and colored pieces here into this wrap here. So you can see I'm going to just create a really pretty fall bouquet using these different die cut pieces that I have colorized with my mica stain. I'm just going to fiddle around with these until I get them placed just how I like. And I actually trimmed off the leaves from one of the wildflowers and added them on to the upper part of the floral area just because they didn't really show where that wrap closes. And I wanted to make sure that I had some green in the floral bunch showing as well. I'm just going to close this up and get that all in place. I've adhered all of the different little bits together with a little bit of liquid glue and some foam adhesive and so on. Now I'm also going to use my autumn wax melts from Honeybee Stamps, and I'm just going to put these into my little wax melt pot, and I'm going to liquefy them with my heat tool. Super easy to do, and all of these different wax melt products are available in the Honeybee shop, and I'll be sure to link to them in the description box. I'm just going to pour this wax, the liquid wax, onto a piece of wax paper, and I'm going to use this gorgeous leaf wax melt stamp to create this really pretty seal. And that'll come into play in a little bit here when I go to embellish my card. So now I'm going to start to assemble the card. I have an A2 size card base here, and I'm going to put that beautiful patterned paper on the front of my card. Now I did size this down by 1/4 of an inch so that I do have that white mat showing. And I just wanted to show you here, I did another wax melt out of the goldy colored wax there because I thought the other color that I'd used didn't match up quite as well. I put a little bit of twine around my wrap and then I adhered that wax melt on top. And now I'm going to use a sentiment from the Fall Swag set. I love this set so much. It's got a ton of really great sentiments, and there's also a coordinating die for that one. So I've stamped out and heat embossed in gold the sentiment and die cut it out. And now I'm going to just take my starry colors from Gonzai Tombi and do a little bit of gold splatter on my card just to finish it off. And then I'll just add my sentiment and the card is all done. Now, friends, I did be sure to link up to all of these different products that I have used today in the description box below. I really like how my card turned out. I think it's just got a lot of really pretty shine and sparkle. My favorite thing about this card is the color scheme though, and of course that was completely inspired by that 4x6 paper. Thank you so much for watching today, friends. I hope you enjoyed this and were inspired to create a fall card. Have an amazing day, stay safe, stay well, and I'll see you next Friday. Bye-bye.